Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. Let's go. Okay, so yesterday I didn't stream, but the good news is that I made some progress anyway on the ranking pieces, right? So I've been working a bit on the ranking stuff, and yeah, it is kind of working. I mean, at least the loading of the data is working. What I'm checking now is if it can successfully remove data that is actually not correct. Like this character ID is a fake character ID. And I would like to see if when he starts, actually deletes the character properly. I think we can start it normally. I would like also maybe to put well, anyway, the log will go pretty fast, so it was my Hearthstone deck tracker. Tum, 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 tum. How are you today, guys? How are you today? Boom. So we want to see that this is actually getting deleted by the loading. Seems it's not doing it. Strange. Did I change? Wait. It's not doing it. Okay, it's not doing it. Strange. Okay, let's debug it and see why. In theory, character ID for sure is greater than 0, right? And the result of a select from characters where ID equal to that for sure is less than 1. So why is not deleting? Delete from city ranking where character ID equal to... that's very strange. That is very strange. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Or this count doesn't work. But strange. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it does. Still loading. A bit slow, but loading. Pum 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 pum. Pum pum pum. Pum 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 pum. Pum pum pum. Pum 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 pum. Just 1 second. Pum pum pum. Pum pum pum. Just 1 second. Okay, here we are. So here we are analyzing all the results, right? And actually we have two lines. Yes, size is equal to 2. So the first character is actually valid. So I assume that this select is actually returning what do you mean size 2? What? There are two characters with the same ID. I think it's very unlikely. Ah, shit. This is the problem. I didn't use the right variable. That is why. That is why. Okay. So what I'm trying to build the ranking window. This is the one that keeps who is contributing more materials to the city. So this is what I'm trying to do. Pum 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 pum. By the way, I added three new albums to the background music. One, I realized that I was missing the first Elder Scroll. Well, not the first, but let's say the earliest Elder Scroll. And so I added Daggerfall and I added Oblivion. And then, by the way, I think Daggerfall, I checked a bit of Daggerfall. I think Daggerfall influenced me greatly, right? I remember playing it, but now I saw it again. I launched it again to see, because it's actually free on Steam, so if you want it, you can get it. And I tried to see what they were doing. It was absolutely mind-blowing, the size of the world and the size of the cities and the number of NPC for that time. So it's true that they were just like 2D sprites, kind of 2D sprites, right? But nonetheless, it was absolutely mind-blowing how many of those there were. Like, you go into the city, you see a lot of people walking by and going around, and is incredible. If you think that it was like 96 or something, I don't know how old that was. It was insane. I mean, obviously the graphics were very, very, very pixelated, but okay, this one was deleted now. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. So, because yeah, the check I'm doing is basically that if there are invalid ranks, right, they get deleted on sort of a restart, right? So we don't have to load stuff that is not needed. Okay. So if that is done, which is pretty good, now we need to pass this ranking information to the client. And I decided that we will just pass it as it is. Now we will have to maintain it somehow. So we will have to see how to maintain it, right? Because you will have to add a new ranking. And so all of that needs to happen in City Manager, right? Somewhere. So there should be, I mean, we need a number of functions, right? Like, add points to guild or character, right? Yes. And this will be I think we'll just call it exactly like that. Add points. Add points for ranking. Add ranking points. Add ranking points, I think sounds better. Add the ranking point. So what do we need here? We need an APS character, right? And then we need an APS character. And then we need the points. I don't know if we need the city. Yeah, we also need the city, I guess. Hello, Blue and Ants. Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome. Hello, hello. So yeah, I think we need the city ID. We need the city ID and we need the points, right? Yes. Is your game open world? Yes, yes. Yes, you can roam around wherever you want. You have no restrictions. Well, there is only one place that is restricted. That is, you know, you can get into it only after completing certain quests, but pretty much everywhere else you can walk. You can walk freely, which doesn't mean that you will easily survive, but ever have an issue where you try to stop playing, the game editor freezes? Stop playing, you mean pressing on stop? No, that never happened actually to me. No. When you press on stop, basically all the distractors are getting called. So maybe you have something in the distractor of some of your objects that is triggering the freeze. But I think it's unlikely. Are you using C++ or only blueprints? If you're using only blueprints, I think it's very unlikely. I think it's more of a random memory problem. How much memory you have? C++ and blueprint. Yeah, then yeah, it could be the distractor of some of your classes. So here in add ranking points, 64 gigabyte. Okay. Oh yeah, when you press stop, everything get destroyed, right? All the classes, all the objects, all the actors get destroyed. So check if you have something. If it happens continuously, then check if you have something in the distractor, or try to check. So I think here we will have first of all to search. Right, we have to check if this is guild or player, right? And I think it is easy because I think we can just get the guild of this player, and if the guild is empty, right, then I think a get guild returns an empty guild. Yeah, exactly. If the guild info I assume is initialized to null, well, I don't know why all of this is not initialized. It's so scary. I don't know why we do this, really. I have no idea. I don't know why we don't initialize stuff. It's so scary. I think we initialize it here. Yeah, exactly. We initialize it here, but I think it's such a bad idea. I don't know. I think we did it this way because I don't know, at that time I don't know exactly why we did it this way, and we didn't do it, like, probably because you want to be able to initialize a variable differently if you have different constructors. Yeah, maybe, but still I think it's a super bad idea. I think every pointer should be initialized, and every value should be initialized. I don't know why we don't do it, right? It's so risky. Oops. It's so risky, really. Also, this one is super scary. Why this is an APS character and is not a weak pointer? Ay. Yeah, I mean, in theory, this will never break, but because NPC do not disconnect from the game, right? But at the same time, I cannot type sometimes. Okay, like now. But yeah, so weird that there are. But anyway. So yes, get guild we return null if so what I want to do I want, if it's null we will take the player, and if it's not null we will take the guild, right? So we will build guild or player, right? So I think we can do like this. So guild ID starts with 0 and player ID or character ID. Character ID also starts with 0, and then here if the guild is null, is null, right? Then guild ID will stay as 0. Yeah, exactly. But character ID will go equal to player get PID or whatever, PID I think it's called. Do I have to unbox it? I have to unbox it. This unbox is so weird, but anyway. Otherwise, right? Otherwise we do the opposite, right? Otherwise we do guild ID equal to player get guild get ID, right? So because this goes into the database then, right? So yeah. So that is what we have to do, and then after this we can check if the entry is already there. Now I think that the ranking can actually be very significant in terms of a list, right? So as people contribute, you may have thousands and thousands of entries, right? Because even if someone contributes only one material, we are putting him into the ranking, right? And in theory the ranking never resets. Well, we don't know yet, but so there can be thousands of values, and this make me think that maybe what I'm doing at the moment is not the best of the best. I think we can have a T map of int, and then the only problem of the T map that is harder to order. While an array you can order easily, a T map is really not the best to order, right? To sort. Because yeah, we have to scan the whole thing, right? We have to scan the whole thing. We need a way to reset these contributions after some time. I don't know when should it happen, but I think we cannot have a ranking that lasts forever. You don't use destructors? Okay. It only does it on a map, on my test map, in open world map. It also doesn't fail or crash when we standalone game. Strange, very, very strange. I don't know what you have there, but it's something. Do you use any custom component or custom library, or it's to be pretty weird. I don't know. But anyway, to solve it, just copy your project, do a copy of your project, then launch the copy and start to remove stuff until it doesn't freeze anymore. So that's the way to understand why it freezes. Or maybe check the log. Maybe in the log is saying something before it freezes. I don't know if I want to remove the, because I will have any way to sort again. I think it's easier if I just add and sort again, right? Because if I try to take the entry, modify it, take the entry, modify it, and also the thing that I don't know is if this thing should be sorted once or should be sorted on send. No, I think it should be sorted on addition or deletion. Yeah, exactly. And so we send the list always up to date. Yes, I think we should do that. Yeah, I think so. So I think that the management of this thing is very brutal. We remove the entry and we add a new one, and then we sort the array again, right? So I think that's the way we should do it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we search the entry. We search the entry. Now the city we don't have. So the first thing we have to do, we have to get city by ID. City ID. And this returns FPS city info pointer, right? And there is one city. And so in one city we have ranking, right? And ranking is made, and ranking is a T array, yes, of FPS city ranking, right? So we cycle through this. I'm gonna cook my project. I don't think it's gonna do anything. You can delete the cache and the intermediate and that stuff and clean it and rebuild it. That you can do, yes. Maybe also the cache, the you know the shader cache, right? Maybe that is messed up, but I don't know, it seems to be a weird problem. It never happened to me. And I tell you, I'm running this editor very, very, very often. Started and stop. But yeah, but it's true that I never stop. You can never play in the editor. Yeah, I never play in the editor. So I start the editor, but I never play in the editor. Because our game doesn't work in the editor. So we're gonna do if one rank of character ID, depends if it's character ID or if it's player ID. Ouch. We have to do the if. We have to do the if. Because we have to search a different variable, right? So we have to say if character ID is greater than 0 and one rank dot character ID is equal to character ID, right? Then it means that we found our guy, right? We found our guy. So what we have to do here, we have to basically remove an element here, right? We have to remove an element, and the element is well, we have to remove the index. Can I say remove one rank or what? No, I think it would be better to remove it by index. So this thing should be an index, huh? Should be a normal, this one should be a normal 4, huh? I think so. It doesn't expand. It doesn't expand to... Okay, it does. Yeah, it took a bit, but... Now, because we need to know what is the current number so that... No, I cannot do it this way, by the way, because... well, no, if I want, I can. If I want, I can. But obviously, it will not be that... Yeah, I can do it this way. But I don't know if it's needed, right? So we can just... In theory, I should just do this dot character ID, right? So I don't even have to keep it into... yeah, I don't have to keep it into a variable. I don't need that. So I can just check that if is equal to character ID and character ID being greater than 0, and if yes, then my I, right, is the index I need to remove at, right? And after that, I absolutely need to break, because as you know, removing items from an array is not a great idea while you scan the array, unless you start from the end, obviously. But in this case, we're starting from the beginning. But it's okay. We only have to remove one, right? So, and then we say else if guild ID is greater than 0, and one city ranking of guild ID is equal to guild ID, right? Then here we are in the other case where we are in the guild, so we will do exactly the same. Okay, maybe I can then say or. No, I will keep it this way, it's cleaner, right? In theory, it can be one single statement, but now, the problem may be that you are not in a guild, and then you are entering a guild, and then you will have the points split between yourself and the guild, right? But that's unfortunately something that I'm not gonna support yet. Maybe I will support it in the future, but at the moment, if you join or exit a guild, you will contribute by yourself. I'm not transferring the points, right? I may do it in the future, but at the moment I'm not transferring the points. So what do we need to do? We need to save the points, right? We need to save the points. So before removing it, right, I have to do current point ranking dot points or whatever. What? Wait, ranking of I points, right? So I save the current points before deleting, and then here we add back the entry with the addition of the new points, right? And so we will do a city ranking add, and we will construct a new FPS city ranking. We say new rank, and this will be guild ID. Yeah, pretty much. No. Guild ID, character ID, and points plus. So the points are the ones that are coming from here, right? So we will say current points plus points. Okay, so this will be our new entry, and then we just add the new entry. We will just add a new entry, and then we will sort the array, right? Because we want to sort it. We want to sort it by points, right? So I need a freaking lambda function. Okay, so we want to sort FPS city ranking, where A dot points is greater than B dot points. Now I don't remember if this is sorting. I mean, if he's putting this first or next, I don't know, I don't remember. Let me see, like here we are sorting what? Positive events, negative events, leaf room, so the leaf room by level. Yeah, but by level descending or ascending? I have no idea. Native sort of array is sort of probability ascending. Okay, ascending, so it's greater. So it is ascending. We want it descending. So we want the sign by points descending. Okay. I'm gonna cook the project. It's barely using any C++, my C++ only for like signing in API stuff. Okay, I see. Yeah, I think you should. I don't know if you have anything specific on tick, right? On the tick function. Everything that you have on the tick function, if you can move it to C++, that would be very beneficial. It's telling you that everything in the entire project is missing cache. Did you delete the cache? Or did you set a cache position? Or? Yeah, but if you are cooking for the first time or you're cooking after some time, it's fine. That is telling you that he has no cache. I think it's fine. But just check where you have set the cache directory in any case, just to be sure that it's valid and it can store stuff, right? Okay, so the array points descending. Nice. So this will get us this array sorted. This will get us this array sorted. Now. Okay, so I think this function is good. No, we have to do anything else? No, I don't think we have to do anything else. I think we don't have to do anything else. Okay, so this will add points. Fantastic. Now we need a function, and this function, and this function needs to be also part of our player controller, because player controller needs to be aware of this. We have 3 million functions in this thing. I don't know if one day we will split in another module or something, but at the moment everything is in the same class, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. So this one will be what? This one will be a blueprint callable. Yes, this one will be a blueprint callable function. Come on. This one will be... Okay. Sometimes he wants to be annoying. I don't know why it's doing that, considering that I don't have any space. Maybe this one? I don't know. Sometimes the indentation is messing up, but fine. Because he moves like one character at a time, and this is super annoying. And I don't know if it's due to this, but it could be due to this. It could be. By the way, all the music that you are listening on this stream is actually video game music. I think video game music in general is really good, but sometimes since we are playing, we are not really listening to it too much. So I have it here as a background, so you can. And if you want to know which game it is, you can just read at the bottom. There is a blue bar with the Winamp player that is telling you what is it. So this will be request CT add points. Add points, and the only thing that this needs is the CT, is the player, and the points. Well, the player, no, only the points. The city and the points, because the player we have it already, right? So, and this will be a blueprint callable function. Yeah. Hello, Gluten. Hey, how are you today? Probably because I updated Windows 11. Ay. No, Windows 11 seems to be good, actually. The beginning I was a bit scared, but I think now it's fine. I think it's actually fairly solid. At least they tell me. Right? Yeah, the opposite. Okay. Now, I don't think that this should refresh the ranking, because I think that the ranking will be refreshed whenever you click on the ranking button. So I think it's fine. Okay, so this will call this, and then it will sort. Okay, then I need another function. Then I need another function, which is dedicated to the get, yeah. To request the ranking list. And this one also, you will get it only if you really need it, right? So as a default, so this will be request city ranking. And I think it would just be the city ID, nothing else. And then there will be receive the ranking list, right? For one city. And this one will be a blueprint implementable event instead, right? So this one will be receive city ranking. Receive city ranking, and I don't think we need anything else than the city ID, you know? because it's global. The ranking is not by category or by asset or by whatever. It's just a generic, right? Just a generic thing. So okay, so we have request city ranking. I don't know if I can just do it here directly, but probably yes. Yeah, most likely. I don't think we need two functions. I think I can. I think I can just have one function doing this. So this will be receive city. Wait. Receive city ranking. City ID, but yeah, definitely here we need the ranking, right? The ranking is wait a second. The ranking is part of the city info. So should we send the city info again, or should we just send the ranking as a separate set? Wow, good point. Oh fuck, I didn't consider that. Because actually we are reading the ranking just in a separate window, and I don't want to send all the ranking if not needed. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. So maybe then we don't send it with the city. Yeah, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. At the moment I was thinking to send it directly with the city, but yeah, I think it's better. So we don't spam, you know, we don't send you information you don't need. I've noticed it's taking forever to load the map now when I used to be able to load in like 20 seconds. No, it's just the cache getting created. Probably is recompiling shaders, so it will take much the first time, but then it will take not much the second time. I think it's just a one-time thing that takes time. But anyway, you can delete intermediate and delete the cache in case you don't want it. But it's usually better to run with the cache. So I don't make it a property, right? I don't make it a property, so actually is not visible to the client, so it's not sent. I really hope it's not sent if it's not a property, right? I think only U property is sent. In a real engine, if I declare a new U class and it has one variable with U property and another one without U property, when this is replicated, when this class is replicated, is the Does Unreal send only the uProperty one? Only those variables are considered for replication, yeah. So it's not... And plus you also have to, well, but if you pass it as a parameter, right? Yeah, I think what I mean is, sorry, I didn't mean for replication. I mean when you pass the class as a parameter of an RPC method. Will only serialize, exactly. He's only serializing the ones that are U properties, right? So that stuff will not be sent, exactly. So which is, yeah, I mean, I knew it already, but I just wanted to confirm. So if I do like that, because this is a very big array, right? So this array is not getting sent, right? If I do it this way, but then we want to send, we want to read this thing and send it explicitly, right? Yeah, so city info will be serialized, but this array will not be serialized, right? So, okay, so if I now say that, okay, so what I'm saying that when I request is like this, but when I receive, right, when I receive, then I have this T array of FPS CT ranking, right? What? Okay. Yeah, that include. We have this array of FPS CT ranking, right? And this is the ranking data. Okay. Okay. Okay, so receive city ranking will have this array that we can get from city manager get city by ID, and I mean, assuming that the city exists, but I would say I'm pretty sure that the city exists, right? So, but okay, let's just do it clean. I mean, obviously the city needs to exist, otherwise, if the city doesn't exist, we just don't return anything, right? But it's fine. Exactly. So we return, so we send the city ranking. Okay, so this is good. So this is already receiving, requesting and receiving, right? Requesting and receiving data, which is good. Let me recompile. Let me think what are we missing? Are we missing anything? What we are missing? I don't know. I don't know if we're missing anything. I don't know. And where the cubes? The cubes remain here. I think I can close this. There's still the cubes of the other day. Bam 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 bam. Failed. Oi 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 oi. Oi 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 oi. Because I was in the middle of something. What? How can he fail here? Is the included is fucking up everything? Yeah, most likely, yes. Is the include that is fucking up everything? Possible. Because we had the city manager, right? And city manager is implementing a bunch of other stuff, and I think is confusing itself. Then I don't know why. Let me remove 1 second city manager. I can do class, and I can forward declare it in case. Because city manager is including a bunch of other things, and it may. Let's see if it's. I think it is. I think it is required anyway, because. Just strange that why doesn't request. For example, why doesn't request F-light event choice, right? In the includes. So why is it requesting only some of it? Probably because it's included in some of these other includes. Wait, here I just misplaced the end. Receive city. Here I just missed the ampersand. Oops. No. Okay. This building. I don't know if we really need it, because it's just mentioned here like this, right? So it is the only mention. Hello, Hula. Good evening to you. We are working on the ranking side of the UI. I think we will go on the asset piece. It will be a real complex. But for now, we are trying to do the left side only, plus the ranking. I don't think it's actually completely freezing. I think it's just taking so long to load. Okay. You can check the memory, you can open task manager and check what he's doing, right? If he's moving numbers, or because if he's frozen, usually the memory number and the CPU load in task manager is not moving. If you see him moving, means that, yeah, it is doing something. You loaded finally after 10 minutes? Wow. Time to change your CPU. Time to buy a new PC. Easy. Yeah, the editor is kind of heavy. The editor is definitely heavy. By the way, here is the new icon. I played a bit with the AI and asked to generate different icons. That is the icon that we have at the moment. So the ranking, huh? The ranking. So we need to request the ranking, and we need to add points, right? We need to add points. By the way, how the hell do we there's a mistake. Wait a second. This add points, actually we'll never go through this because it's going through request player give. Fuckerinos. Yeah, he's right. Wait, that is useless. That is completely useless. It is completely useless because it is done here. It is actually done here. Yeah, it is done here. Yeah, I think it is not. I just wrote something for nothing. Okay, GG. That's fine. So we do it here, right? We don't do it in that function. So Exactly. So why do you think it's only happening in the editor? Well, because the editor is way heavier, right? It's very, very heavy. That's why. You waiting 10 years for my message to be read? Well, because I'm developing something, you know? That's why. I'm trying to move on with my game. I read sometimes, but I'm mostly focusing on building the game. So we have to give the points here. So if he's Tria, I think we can directly go. I think we can. So what is the currency here? Is it 1,000 points 1 or 1,000 Tria 1 point, or is it 1 Tria 1 point? 1 Tria 1 point. Yeah, I think it's safer to assume that is 1 Tria 1 point. The problem is if we do it this way, right? If we do it this way, the number will be super big. So I think we need to, I mean, scaling it by 10 will be something, but it's not really. I have to think if I want it by. For now, let's do it full. But obviously, if you are like giving 40,000 coins, right? It will be 40,000 points, which is I don't know. But anyway, for now, let's do it like this. We can scale it. We can scale it on the client side in the visualization, right? We can scale it in the visualization. And there's only 2 places, right? Yeah. So here we will do one resource quantity multiplied by the price of this item, right? By the way, this needs to go. This needs to go here. Yeah, I don't know what happens if the item is not valid, like he didn't remove it. I mean, I think it should never happen, right? The else of this if should never happen, because I'm thinking where to put my attribution of the points, right? If it should be inside of this, or if it should be outside just after this. I mean, kind of logically should be inside of this, but or yeah, but I don't know if the else ever happens, right? I think I did this if items just for sanity, but in theory, anyway. So we get item base price. Item base stats price or something. Yes, price I think is returned as PS money. Yeah, exactly. So we need a total of that, right? This is the total in Tria money. Okay. Get total. Get Tria. What is? No, I think it's get total actually. But why get total does not have a description? Yeah, get the total in Tria. Exactly. Why I was not seeing this in my... Maybe I was seeing it, but I didn't show. Get the total in Tria. Yeah, it's there. Okay, good. Okay, so we can test this. Basically, this will provide, on the give, it will provide points, and the points will go to, but I need to do it on the database though, because at the moment, this is only, oh wow, the database will be kind of tough, but, okay. Yeah, on the database. Let's say that if points is less than 1, we just return, right? We don't do anything. So obviously you need to pass a value that is something that is valid, right? Player also needs to be valid. If player is not valid or the points are less than 1, right, then we just return, right? But because here we are only working on the memory, right? We are not working on the database. That is a kind of a problem, though. That is a kind of a problem. We also have to update the entry in the DB. Yeah, absolutely. At the moment we are not doing any of that. So we need wow, not something as big as that. So we have to do something like this. So we need to do an insert into city rankings. I think this is the name of the table. City ranking. Insert into city ranking. I don't think we need any of this because we are inserting everything. There is no ID, there is no, you know. We will insert 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, this is 0, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4 values. 1, 2, 3, 4 values. They are all numbers. Plus, come on, what the fuck? What is appearing about? Yeah, because it doesn't understand this, so it's suggesting. Okay, GG, bro. Be annoying. Okay, be annoying. On duplicate key, we update only the points, and the points are %d again, right? And now we need the city ID. We need a city ID. We need okay. The guild ID. We need the character ID, and then we need the points that we called current points plus points. Okay, we add them again. Let's add them again. No, I don't like adding them again. It's kind of stupid. New points value. Oh, because if I change it there, then it becomes a mess. The editor is over 1000 times lower when opening and closing the stupid map. I don't know why it's so slow. Do you have something in the begin play of the map? Maybe it's doing something in begin play. I don't know. You can time it, right? You can put logs, print string logs in the different parts of your map loading and see what is taking time. If you really want to understand it, but hello, who joined? Hello, Video Nomad, 11 months. Oh wow, it's nearly 1 year. Nearly 1 year, fantastic. Hey, thank you. Everyone is dancing, look at that. Everyone is dancing. For a new sub, hey, thank you. One piece at a time, one sub at a time, one line of code at a time. You know? Everything else. City ID, guild ID, character ID, and then we need a new point value twice, right? Okay. Now I don't know if this query can ever fail, but fine if it does. Bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Okay, so this should do the update on the database, right? Yes, 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 yes. Now, the only thing that bothers me a bit is if you are switching from a no guild contribution to a guild contribution. I think that will fuck up things a bit. So in theory, when you are switching, we should search for this entry in this ranking and delete it. But I don't want to do it now. I think it's a very special case. You know, it happens rarely, and I don't think we should care about it too much. I don't think we should. I'm drinking. I don't know why my head goes up so much when I drink, but I'm not looking. I mean, I'm not going so high. Anyway. So we are calling this function, right? Yes. Okay, we will see what... do we want to add just a small printout that tells us that this happened or no? Do we want to have a city manager log? I don't know. I think it's fine. Okay, now I need to call, no, now this one is already called. Ah, yes, so we can test it already? Oh, wow. We can test at least the addition of the ranking to the table. Obviously, we are not displaying the ranking yet, right? But now what we are doing, we are adding points to the player based on the amount of resources that is contributing, and we do it in a batch, right? So we do it once for all the resources that is contributing, and if it contributes different stuff. Okay, let's see if it works. Drum roll. I think it's time for a drum roll. By the way, on the stream there are a number of commands that you can use. Redeem. Now you can do exclamation mark redeem, and then there are a number of things you can redeem. And the drum roll is one of them. The drum roll. And by the way, in this case, I already have an entry because I added one entry for my character, which is 3332, right? So maybe we will donate like only money, so for now, just to see if it works as expected, right? No, I cannot. Okay, I can donate 1x, right? 1x. So 3332 was, right? 3332. Okay, let's see what happens when I donate 1x. Give. Ouch. No, it kind of worked. It took a lot. I don't know why it took so much, but it took a lot actually. Ah, that's why. Because it crashed. It crashed. Fine. Wow, that's a multi-crash. It's not just one crash, it's a multi-crash. Probably the update is written wrong. Update blah blah blah. Failed in table, plane shift, city resources. Yeah, true, because we deleted it. We removed the table. There was city resources, it was here. There is still an update city resource somewhere in the code. Okay, well, that's interesting. Add resource to category. We never changed this. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, but wait, if it's a completely new resource, then what do we do? Because it cannot be. Because it cannot be. Yeah, correct. So it's just the name of the table that is wrong. Update city resource tiers, right? Set, okay, let me close this. Set storage. Yes, set storage equal to blah blah. Where city and category and tier. Where city and category and tier. And item stats, yes, exactly. City ID, category tier. Yeah. It was still, there was this piece that we didn't change. We didn't change, yeah. But it was updated. By the way, guys, I don't know if you are, if you want to be a Patreon or not, but on our Patreon, I just posted a video with additional information on how the whole system will work. So if any of you wants to support us on Patreon, it would be great. You get additional videos. I'm not posting very often, but the one that I post, I try to make them meaningful, right? So giving you insight of the future functionality or something special that we built. Yeah. Plus, there are also some Unreal Engine components if you're an Unreal Engine developer on our Patreon. Is patreon.com/planeshift, by the way. Okay, it compiled. Okay, let me try again. Let me see if it did something to this. Ah, it did something, by the way. Ah, he added me as a guild. Ah, that's very nice. Yes, because actually I am in a guild. So actually he added my guild ID, 559, with actually 650 points. And 650 points, I think, is the cost of a battle axe. Probably. I don't know what is the price. Here it is, 650. Fantastic. So it actually worked. Yeah, and I have my entry outside of the guild, which is fine. So it actually did the work. It didn't update it on the city because it was the wrong table. But now we will try it again. And hopefully it will work fully. He already kind of worked. He already kind of worked, my boys. Okay. Let's provide 1x and no, 2 axes and 3 iron ore. Boom. It was instant this time. Nice. So let's see how that changed, right? From 650 he went to what? No, wait, not this one. From 650 he went to 2100. So is so the iron ore must be not very expensive. Yeah, but it seems to be correct anyway. Yeah, I think it's correct. Okay, nice. So it's calculating the price and multiplying by, right? And multiplying, which is cool. What is the idea of the iron ore? Well, we can do the check. We can do the check. Let's do the check. It's probably 102 or 112. 102 probably. 102. So it's 50. So basically he did 650 by 3 plus 650 by 3, right? Plus 50 by 3, 150, right? Plus 150. So 2100, right? 2100. 2100, perfect. It worked fantastically. So he's doing it now. He's not considering the quality of the ore, but that's fine. I mean, this is not something that we want to calculate. Okay, so actually, as we contribute materials, now we want to be able to press this button. This big button here that maybe you don't see because there is something on top of it, but this button here, which is actually the ranking, right? The ranking button. And I have reached the bronze door outpost. There was an exiting start of a game. Exciting, I guess. An exciting start of a game. Yeah, that was, I mean, that part I think I want to improve it to make it a bit more interactive. I know that many people are complaining that it is a bit too tedious, right? So it's basically running around all the time. But yeah, if you made it to the outpost, it's great. I think I want to improve the beginning, but again, it's always time and resources, right, to do everything. But yeah, how did you find this first part, right? Some people really hate it because they say that it's too annoying. There's not really much to do, and other people, you know, are lost in the labyrinths forever, and they just give up. Other people manage to get out, and they are happy that they did it. So I don't know, I received different feedback. But anyway, I want to improve it. I know that it's not perfect yet. Okay, now we want to enable the ranking button, right? And the way to enable it, well, I don't know if it is only an image or if it's yeah, it is an image at the moment, but I think it's fine. You can still have a mouse button down on an image, right? So we can still create a binding. The only difference is that you will not see it going up and down, right? But I think it's okay because anyway we'll switch the window immediately. So so when you click that, what should happen? Well, the first thing is that we need to call the server and ask for the ranking because we don't have the ranking yet, right? On the client. So we have to request it, right? And to request it means that we need a new event that is called request CT ranking on PC, and this one is gonna call request CT ranking here. This one should be run on server and reliable, and this doesn't work that way. Player asks for ranking, and what we need just the CT, right? The CT ID. We need the CT ID, which is an integer, right? Now, do you think that we should send the wall ranking or only like the first 100 positions and then your position, right? Because this list may become insanely long, right? If every player in the game contributes one material, it can be super long. Now I just got firefighter logic, like when I go into a building on fire, they make a choice to go left or right and stick to the wall, so I always choose right and stick to that. If no working is left, it's not hard at all. Yeah, exactly. Because at the end there are no big loops. Also I added the drops, right? Before there were no drops, so you could go down, you could go back up, right? But now with the drops, basically if you find a drop and you jump down, you have no way to go back, and so you kind of understand, okay, there is only one way, right? And so basically now the puzzle is divided in 3 pieces and you solve one at a time. And yeah, did you by any chance find any of the hints in the labyrinth? So did you right click on anything or no? I can make them more evident. At the moment they are not very evident actually. Anyway, player asks for ranking, and then we have receive ranking, receive CT ranking. Yeah, this is coming from the server, and so I need a new event. Receive CT ranking on client. Okay. Now the only point is that we need this thing to have the CT ID. And we need this thing to have the rankings, and it is what? It is an FPS CT ranking structure. CT ranking structure array. Okay, and these are already ordered, right? Okay. Well, in reality, the city ID we don't really need it, but okay, fine. We send it just for you know, completion, just for completeness. But I try click on things, but no hints. Okay, because there are some hints scattered here and there, but depends where you go. Like if you click on mushrooms, if you click on some barrels, if you click on, I mean, there is stuff that actually has signs. You right click, you get information that you see like an arrow going left or right. But okay. I'm standing next to a dude with a lot of weapons next to him on a table right now. Does the weapon can be picked up, I guess? No, it cannot. It's just part of the scenery, and no, the guy will not allow you to steal them, no. He will not allow you to steal his weapons. Not at all. Okay, now we need yeah, so what this needs to do, it basically needs to get the player controller, right? And call this request ranking. With the city ID being what? City ID. City info. City info. Get city info. Get city info. Get city ID. No ID. No. Split. Yeah, city ID. Okay. Okay, so we pass the city ID, and here we say handled. Okay. Right? So here we are just requesting, when you click on that, we request the ranking on PC, and this will go server side. It will go here, and based on what city you are in, it will return your city rankings, right? And the city ranking we return here, it goes here, and it goes here. Now we have the problem of putting this into a window pointer. So there is another full screen window, so we don't really need to have it in the window manager. So this will be win city rankings, right? And this will be city ranking. Exactly. So we will get this, and I don't know if I want to construct it here, but probably yes. If it's the first, yeah, I don't want to keep a window constructed if you don't really use it, right? If you never click on it. So we will just check if this thing is valid, and if it's not valid, we will create it, right? And if it's valid, we're just gonna call setup ranking, which is a function that is there already, and if not, we are just going to create a new widget, and the widget would be of type city ranking, and we will then we will add to viewport, right? And here we will set win ranking equal to that. Yeah, maybe just to do it cleaner, I will do it like this, so it's clean. I mean, it's logically more clean, right? You first create it, and then with the same variable you call a function in it, right? So pum pum. It's incredible how this song pops up as Quest for Glory 4. I mean, some of you were probably not born when Quest for Glory 4 came out. Quest for Glory 4. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, boys? Quest for Glory 4 release date 1993. Were you already born in 1993 or not? Probably not. I try to click on things but no hints. I'm standing as okay. Holy moly. Are the one-eyed rat dangerous? I mean, for sure they are. Do they look like friendly to you? They are monsters. But no, they're not that evil, right? They're not that evil. And you are a hero anyway. You are an adventurer, no? So you should swallow your fear and just go. Pa 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 pam. Pa 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 pa. Such a simple song, but also a cool one. Okay, so we do this, and this. And hopefully it is in front of the other window, I assume. Now, inside city ranking, right, the first thing that we have to do, we basically have to delete all the previous ranking. So there is actually a scroll box here that needs to become a variable, and it is scroll rankings, right? And this variable, first thing we need to do, we need to clear it, clear all the children, and then we have to go in a for loop, in a crazy for loop. A crazy for loop. But it's pretty cool that you are testing it, Gluten. Thank you for that. I think it's funny. It's fun to see people playing the game live on stream, you know? You can tell me how it goes. You have to do a few quests in that area before being able to reach the main city. Which race did you choose, if you remember? I mean, if not the name, but how do you look? So here we do... So here what do we have? Here we have the guild ID, the character ID, or the points. Oh shit. Nope. I mean, that is good for the... Yeah, that is good for the thing, but we need the name, bro. We need the name. We need the name. We need the name. We need the name. We don't need the ID on the client, right? The ID should stay only server side. Yeah, so why I did this stupid mistake? Well, it's not a mistake because I need the ID server side, but then when we receive the ranking, right? When we receive the ranking, it should be by person. So, by name. So, the... What do we do? Do we add the names? Do we add the names to this thing? I mean, we need the IDs because with the IDs we do all the reasoning, right? We don't want to compare by name. That would not be a good idea. But definitely we also need the We also need the names. There's no, yeah, in the same structure, right? We need the names. Yeah, we do. We do. We do. Now the problem is that now when we are setting, when we are, yeah, so now I need a I need a way bigger constructor. No, I said name, bro. Guild name. Oh my god, when he does this, it's so annoying that you are typing and he wants to help you, but in reality it doesn't. Yeah, like now. What the fuck is doing? Okay. Okay, so now. Now that is completely fucked, huh? Wait a second. Add ranking. So here we add the, why we add the rank 2 times? Because it is the loading. Yeah, it is the initial loading. Yeah, it is initial loading. It's initial loading. So okay, so I need the guild ID pretty much. I need the guild. Fine. And obviously character name will be empty, right? In case, you know. So what do we get? Name and last name? Yeah, we need name and last name actually, because it can be an offline character, right? Can be someone offline, so it is the ranking works also for online offline. So his name and last name. Yeah, we need to get name and last name, ID, name and last name, right? And then we need to extract I mean, we assume there is only one entry returning, right? Which I think it makes sense. So guild name will be empty, obviously, and character ID will be result character of 0 dot get string of no wait, I need to. I wanted to do too many things in one screen, huh? I wanted to do too many things in one screen. Okay, so where are we? We are here. Yeah, I know. I need this thing to be calculated separately because So we need this plus this, where this is name and this is last name, right? So we extract name and last name, we jam them together, and it is your character full name, let's call it, and now here we want the full name and then points. Okay. So this should FPS CT. Okay. So this one we fixed. Now there is still one here. I don't know why. No, because there is two loading. Yes, guild or character, and then this one is the addition. Okay. Ha! Here we have the same problem of. Wait a second. No. We don't have the problem because the character is loaded for sure. The character is loaded for sure. So we just have to do this. So we just have to do guild name and character name. And then we need to do here. Okay. So if the guild is not valid, we only have the character name. So character name will be player and then full name, right? If the guild is valid, we want to have the guild name. We want to have the guild name, and the guild name will be equal to player get guild get name. Okay. Okay. So now we have guild name and character name. Guild name and character name. So here we put guild name and character name. Okay. Nice. I think we fixed it everywhere. It should work, but let's see. I don't think I have any other places, right? Where, no, I don't have any other places. Okay, so we're going to close the editor, recompile, and now magically, right, the names should pop up in the blueprint. It was the welcome person that had the quest. I don't know. Do you want spoilers or you want to do it all by yourself? There are a number of quests, yeah, you have to do to exit from there. I would like to have voiceovers actually in that area, but no one is submitting anything on the voiceover website. Why? We created a whole website for that. Because you want AI to do the work for you, huh? I know. I know you want that. I know you want that. I know. It's recompiling. Boom, 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 boom. You find your way, huh? And you choosing the dark way? I say. Be careful of what you are asking. The dark way. The dark way. There could be so many things we could do, you know, to make that part better. Like when you choose the way, it could show you some of the spells, some of the, I don't know, but there's a lot of work, my boys. Let's see. Okay. Okay, now in the city ranking we should have oops. I know, I see. Yeah. So here we have, you see, we have guild name and character name. Now, if they are really working, I don't know. But anyway, now we have them. So in the loop body, we will create a new widget. No. We will create a new widget that is of type city rank. And this new widget, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna set up the rank, right? And this setup rank will take a PS city rank structure. We'll take city rank, yeah. Array. No, array, no. Why array? No, it's one rank. Is one rank. Now, I think it would be nice also if he's taking the position so that he knows which position it is, right? Yes. So we will have a rank position. We will have a rank position. And the rank position will be nothing else than the array index plus 1, because it starts from 0. And the rank will be this rank, right? And now we have this thing, right? And now we have this thing. We don't have a header. No, we don't have a header. Well, for now it's okay. So we need to get txt rank, right? Txt rank. And then we need to get txt guild or txt player. Do we want to have here the player or the guild? I mean, do we want to have them in two different columns? No, I think it's the same column. I think it's txt guild will contain player if it's player, yeah. So txt guild and then txt point, and then we will decide the image, right? The image also is something that we need to set. So the txt rank, we do a simple set text, and the same we do for these two guys. Yep. And so here we break this thing. Okay, and here we will just check if the guild ID is greater than 0, right? maybe let's do this first, so that we can do it. Well, we can do it also later, it's no problem. So we do so the rank is actually the position, with the difference that I would like to put just an hashtag in front, right? Just because it shows more as a ranking. Yeah. Okay, so this thing will be your rank. Then we will have the branch, and so if the guild text, if the guild ID is greater than 0, we will use the guild text. If it's not greater than 0, we will use the player name. Okay, and yeah. Okay, and after this we have to set the points. The points is fairly easy, just the points. We may format those to avoid this being a crazy number, right? And by the way, I think it should be aligned to the right. So the points will actually align to the right, yes. Well, to the right it means it goes at the end of the world. Maybe. I don't know, I have to see how that looks. But it may be that that becomes then a crazy... No? No, it doesn't. Okay, fine. It's a bit strange that it doesn't, but it doesn't. And then the image, right? So the thing I want to do with the image is that I want to change the image based on the... So I probably need to add a size box around it, because otherwise it will become stupidly big. Yeah. So let's wrap it with a size box, and my size box will say 153, 156. I don't know why, but we had this value and it looks okay. So 153, 156, and so we have to do a set brush from texture. You have to do a set brush from texture. City, no, it's called fortress icon. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to check if the position is 1, 2, or 3. Now, I mean, I think it will make 0 difference if it's 1, 2, or 3, because only the champion will get a benefit. But you know, maybe we will also do that. 1, 2, or 3 will get the benefit. I don't know. 2 or 3 will get the benefit. I don't know. So we want to check if this is equal to... I don't know why sometimes does this. If this is equal to 1, so this means that this is the first position, right? This means this is the first position. So if it's the first position, for the first position we use this. Oh, can we switch on and then do... I think switch on int could be a good idea. Starting from 1. Yeah, I think it's a bit easier. It's visually easier than doing a million branch, right? Because we just want the first 3 positions. So position 1, position 2, position 3, or position everything else, right? And position everything else is just using the default. So we're not gonna do anything. So position 1 is that position, come on. Position 2 is this, and position 3 is the normal one. Ah no, position 3, so only 1 and 2 are different. Position 3 is empty. Yeah, position 3 is empty, I guess. Position 3, but I mean position 4 and below is empty. So or I set the brush to null, or I collapse the image. Probably I collapse the image. Yeah, I collapse the image, I guess. It's a bit of a pity because it's there, but is you know what? I'm also setting it to empty, or should I just remove it? Can I delete? Can I delete the element? I never deleted an element. I never deleted. No, you cannot. You can set it collapse. You can already remove it from the. You can remove actually. Remove from parent. Remove the widget from its parent. If this widget was added to the player screen of the viewer, it will also remove it with those containers. We can try. See what happens. I want it to disappear, right? To complete, and it will never be there again because this will be destroyed and rebuilt all the time, right? Which is a bit heavy, but I don't think there is a better way. Okay, so this should set everything. Let's see if something works, guys, or not. No, seems it doesn't. Target. Ah, yes, image ranking. Okay, nice. So we need at least 3 entries though. We need 3 valid entries, right? We need okay, let's take random names, whatever, these people. Urodie. Let's take these random people. So 280, 281, 282, right? 280, 81, 82. So if you put this guy in the ranking, you put these guys in the ranking for characters. Yeah, for characters. Well, we can put also another guild maybe, but it's fine. 280, 280, 281, 282 we said, right? I don't know, this guy has 432 points, this one has 120 points, and this one only has 10 points, okay? Okay, good. So basically there are 4 characters in one guild. They are not particularly ordered, but at the moment I am the guy with the most points. It doesn't show my name highlighted. I think it should in theory, but if it's the guild, okay, at the moment we are not highlighting anything, but in theory it would be nice if your name is highlighted so you know where you are. I mean, I know you know your name, but I know. So Gluten, I don't know if you know, but you are playing one of the oldest MMO in existence. If that makes you feel better. Or let me say, you are playing one of the oldest 3D MMO in existence. Because obviously if you go 2D or text only, there are definitely older ones. Yeah, the good thing is that no one will be ever, I mean, no one will ever be able to change our legacy, right? Our history. And that is pretty fun. I mean, if you think about it. History is history. When it's done, it's done. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, boys. So I don't have to click on infrastructure, but I can. And then I click on this button. So it seemed that the server answered 0 ranking because because I didn't do the add. Stupid me. I didn't do the addition. So I do the setup, right? But then I don't add it as a child of the, clear children for each loop, create, set up, and then I have to do this. So probably it worked, but we didn't see it. Here we do add child, right? Add child, and we add the newly created thing as a child, right? Yes. Now, I think we want to limit this. I think if we have like thousands of entries, I think there should be a limit. But your entry should always be there, right? If you are the last of the list. If you are the least of the list. Least. Huh? Least of the list. Come on, why? When the tool's trying to help you and they mess up.
Least of the list.
It is different.
Least of the list. Least of the list. Least of the list.
It's not that easy though.
Least list, least list, least list.
Can you spell it a bit slower? Look, in Italian it's very easy to understand.
Lista minima, lista minima, lista minima.
It's completely different.
Least list, least list, least list.
Fuck you. Okay.
Least list.
It's so similar though.
Least list.
Do I have to spell book up to cast a spell? No hotbar? No, you have the hotbar. And you can drop the spell into it. And you can assign a key to it. And then you can press a key to cast your spell. I mean, this should be the right way. And yeah, it's possible right now. The spell book is, I mean, the shortcut is I think in the second, no, or in the third. In the third gem on the top. I can show you. Is in the third gem, and then shortcuts, right? So this thing pops up, which is your bar that you can change horizontal or vertical. It is your shortcut thingy. And if you click on this pencil icon, you go in edit mode, right? And you see, for example, here I have my spells. And when you are in edit mode, you can drag and drop from the spellbook an icon and put it here. You don't see any hotbar? Yeah, you have to turn it on. Is this thing, shortcuts. Third gem and then shortcuts. Click on everything, you will find it. Aha! Look at our ranking, my boys. Look at our ranking. Aha! The only thing is that the fourth and the fifth are still using the same space. And also this thing is not really aligned. It's pretty bad. Why is not aligned? Yeah, but you see, rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3 with 3 different icons. Aha, do you like it? Pretty good. I don't know if the icon is too big, but I think for the first 3. So let me understand why. Because I hide the image and not the. Huh? And not the sides box. Yeah, exactly. No, I need to hide the sides box. Sides image. I need to hide this. Why they are not in the same vertically? They are all messed up, right? Because where it finishes, so it's not taking the wall space. It's not taking the wall space. Yeah, this is why I was saying that the text should go to the right, right? Because if the text goes to the right, or we need to assign a fixed. Do we have to assign kind of a fixed size to this? Would be a bit of a pity though, but yeah, I think we have to. But if we can have it wrap. Yeah, maybe we can have, we can assign a fixed, let's do this. Let's assign a fixed sides. The problem of the fixed sides, do I do it horizontal box or do I do it grid? If I do it grid, I think I can melee attack with a pickaxe I got from the blacksmith. Yes, I think so. You should have an attack value. I think you can even do it with a torch if you find a torch. You find a torch? I think you can even attack with a torch, but it's not very effective. How do we align this shit? I need to give it a fixed sides and then have it word wrap. But this number will not look very nice. This number will not look very nice. Okay, let me try. So if we do a width override of 600, which is a lot, right? And then we automatically wrap. And then here we do a fixed size of I don't know. $300. But here I want this thing to be aligned to the right. I don't know why it doesn't. Okay, it does now. Okay, it does now. There is a long number. So let's go into the 200 millions. 200 millions. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Okay, so probably I need less than that. So if we go 200, it's probably enough. Yeah. Okay, so you can reach 1 billion now if you want. And this guild name can be very long, but a very long guild name. That is probably even too much. Let's do 400. Let's do 400. Okay, like this I think is reasonable. Okay, let's try again. And then I want this close to actually close the window. Do we want the close to hide the window, or do we want the close to? Because the problem is that you are going server side, and no, I think I need to remove the window, because the window it needs to collapse it, because do we do remove from parent in that case, or what do we do with this? Sorry. Do we do remove from parent, or what? Do nothing. Interesting. No, I mean not with this. With this. Yeah, with this exactly. Or we do collapse. No, we do remove from parent. Okay, so we do remove from parent as well here. Okay, let's see if this is better. I hope all the other things are compressing. Let me add more entries, right? I want to add more entries to see if it scrolls properly. By the way, was there the guild name or not? I didn't even look. But it should be, eh? There is Edunadiers and Insomniac Developers and Hey Hey. Hey Hey is the name of the guild. Wow. A great guild. The Great Guild. And okay, let's do also 444 and 560. 444 and 560. 444 and 560. And do we have some other people? Because I want, because I think this will not be enough to actually scroll. 94, 97, 294, 297. 294. It will never be enough now that we remove the images. 294, 297, 294, 297. There's a guy that has one contribution. A single one. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, the window works, which is pretty nice. Can I melee attack? For melee, your hand can be a lethal weapon in PS. Yeah, exactly. You can also use your fist. And remember, you can right click and left click, so you can actually attack with two sides. Easy. Easy. I have to go soon because tomorrow I have an early call and yup. And yup. I have to wake up early. But I want to see if this works now. Better than before, but it's already working. Just want to see if the ranking. Now, every time you click on rank, it will... it will ask the server for the ranking again, right? So we will be sending... But I think it's okay. I mean, at the end, it's just numbers and some names. I mean, it's not... I think I can also want you to click here, because I think no one will click on this icon, maybe. Yeah, it's not scrolling. No! Ah, fuck, if I remove the image... I see. Yeah, if I remove the image, obviously the name goes to the left. Oh shit. Oh shit. But anyway, it's basically working. It's just a minimal, you know, organization, but pretty much it is doing what it should. It's doing what it should. It's doing what it should. We can probably remove the image and set the width override to set the height of the set the height override to 0. So that is not taking vertical space. So we remove the image. Let me try this way, huh? Maybe this way will work better. We remove the image and we change the size box vertical override to false. How do I disable it? Clear height override. Let me try this way. It's a small thing, but it's fine. It's a small thing, but we want it. We want it correct. We want it correct. By the way, there is a help channel, Gluten, in the chat. I don't know how many people are online, but sometimes there is someone online. So if you go in the chat, there is a tab called help, and you can type there also. I mean, obviously it's easier to ask me, I can answer you. But when I'm not here anymore, you know, you can use the help channel. And by the way, the help channel is connected to Discord, and so People will see your message in Discord. They cannot reply from Discord, unfortunately. I would like to, but they cannot. They cannot. Midnight 03. Time to go. It's time to go. Okay, so if I click here, now is correct. Now is correct. Now is correct, my friends. Okay, good. So we have it. We did it, boys. It's not perfect. It's very simple window, but I kind of like it. So you have your rank number 1, your rank number 2. The names that do not have a space. No, mistakes were made. No. Yeah. What? Character name. Because here we have the full, because here we are load, what? No, here okay, but no, here okay, but here exactly. Here I messed up, huh? There must be a space between the name and the last name, right? Otherwise it's a bit of a probleminos. Okay, now it's fine. Okay. Okay, guys, I think melting iron takes some time. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I'm gonna go. I think we reached what we wanted to do, and yeah, it's kind of nice. At least we have a ranking now. My ranking, I'm already number 1, but if I now I'm 332. Okay, let's see what happens if I just add one more material. 3332. Do you think it's gonna update it? No, wait. Is my guild Interior Mira 2100, right? 2100. So if I put in all the materials I can, right, and I ask for the ranking again. Actually, I went. Something bad happened. The list, first of all, the list reversed. No, it's correct. It's just reversed, but it's correct. Because you see, my guild now is at the top. It's just that it's listed. Why? So the sort is wrong. Huh? The sort is wrong. Wait. Is the other way. Strange though. Okay, like this. So no, this one I want to try. Wait, this last test, okay? This needs to be correct, otherwise we do a mess. Let me recompile 1 second and we try. So yeah, when he's sorting the array, he was doing it wrong. And then I would go. But yeah, it seems that he added the points properly. So as I contribute, I can just click on ranking and I see my updated value, right? So people will contribute and click, contribute and click, contribute and click, and say, oh, I'm the first one. Oh, I'm not anymore. Oh, I'm not anymore. No. So now we need to understand if there is a kind of a timeout or a delay or something, or if you can contribute continuously, but yeah. I think the people will be cautious at the beginning, will be like, why I need to contribute? No one is contributing. I think on the right side, right, on the right side of the screen, there could be the bonuses that you get, right? To be number one in the list, right? Yes, exactly. Exactly. The system starts to work. The system does start to work. Now, so it is already permanent on the database, right? So if the server crashes and it restarts, everything is saved. Everything is good. Yeah, which is nice. So we just need to then decide the bonuses, and I mean deciding the bonuses will be hard, and having these bonuses actually being applied properly will be even harder. So that's a hard part of the coding, because I don't even know how to do it yet. I have no idea. These freaking screen messages. Okay, so at the moment my guild is at the top, right? I want to contribute one more material if I can. So I need... why TRT progress is 0%? That's a bit weird, huh? Because we contributed before, right? So it's a bit weird that it's 0%. It was not saved or what? Or maybe we switched tier 2, tier 3? No, I don't know. There's something weird happened. But anyway, let me give... I have to check that later. But let me put some iron ore. Iron ore. Right? Iron ore. So if I contribute 1 iron ore or 2... You see that this becomes 4.5%, right? 2 out of 22. And now I am at, yeah, I'm at 4,600. It was 500 before. So now the sorting works. Okay, that's very nice. But still it's a bit strange that this progression has been reset somehow. 22.7%. Maybe because the tier 2 materials finished and so we didn't... I don't know, there's something... Well, anyway, I have no more time, guys. I have to go. Okay, with that, I will say bye-bye and I will see you tomorrow evening I will say bye-bye like this. Look, bye-bye. And I will see you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time, as usual. If you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that would be very appreciated. And also, if you want to download our game, remember that the game is released, the server is up, and you can join. And you can download it for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac, because we release on 3 platforms, crazily enough. Yup. See you. Bye-bye.